you very much for inviting me here. And I'm here today to serve as a surrogate for Meg Whitman. And to begin, let me tell you briefly about my life story. In 1975, after the communist government took over Saigon, a little boy and his older sister and younger brother was rushed into an airplane and was flown to the island of Guam. At Guam, he was told by his aunt with whom he left that his parents were unable to leave Vietnam and that he might not be able to see them again. The father eventually was arrested and imprisoned by the communist government for 7 years. And the boy's mother had to take care of her husband and her younger brother while they were in the re-education camps, and at the same time were also raising 5 daughters by herself. But the young boy was eventually raised by an uncle, spent 4 years in Goshen, Indiana, struggled to learn the language, struggled to learn a new culture, struggled to learn a new way of life. Spent a couple of years in Texas and went to Baylor University and obtained a degree in physics. And after he got his BS in physics, well, he decided to drop his dreams of being a medical doctor and decided to be a Catholic priest. So he joined the Jesuit seminary, and for 6 years he served with the poor in Mexico in the refugee camps. And eventually he taught ethics at Loyola University down in New Orleans. And as fate has it, he decided to leave the Society of Jesus to get his law degree and to eventually run for the US Congress. And the little boy who came from Vietnam at the age of 8 in 1975 is now standing in front of you as the first Vietnamese American congressman ever elected to the US Congress. And the reason why I want to tell you my life story is that it exemplifies the American dream. I share your heritage, I share in your culture, and I share in your dreams and aspirations. We come from a culture of hard work, a culture that stresses family values, a culture that stresses independence, and a culture that stresses innovation. And let me tell you, the American dream, especially here in California, is being threatened. The future that we want, that we all want for our children and for our grandchildren, is being also threatened. And I believe that the one person who can pull California out of its present predicament is Meg Whitman. When you look at the state of California, you have an unemployment rate that is double digits. You have a fiscal calamity in the state. You have an educational system that needs to be reformed. And I believe that Meg has the character as well as the energy to get the job done. And if you were to follow my time on the Hill, I'm not about partisan politics. I don't endorse Meg because she's a Republican. I represent a district that is 70% Democrat and 60% African American. So the decisions that I have to make must be the right decisions. And I believe that Meg Whitman, with her character, with her integrity, will be able to make the right decisions, will be able to make the tough decisions for California. She will create jobs, She will bring fiscal sanity back to this state. I believe in Meg Whitman, and I hope that you, from the Asian American Pacific Islands community, will also believe in Meg Whitman. She has the energy, the integrity, and the honesty to make and to get the job done. So thank you very much for allowing me to speak to you.